I use QuickBooks as a bookkeeper for 30 different clients. I had been doing bookkeeping for years, but a lot of it was self-taught. And I took a few classes and I got a certification in bookkeeping. But, nobody ever showed me how to use the QuickBooks program. So that was totally all self-taught. And I used it for years, but I knew I wasn't using it to its fullest potential. And then all of a sudden on a Facebook post or something, I saw Candus and I'm like, oh, this looks really interesting. So I joined and it was great because you get a lot of tips and tricks that maybe you don't know about to make your life a lot easier. I was doing a lot of it correctly, but there was a lot that I didn't know. And I think that's what I like the most is that I can go in there and refresh my memory on, certain procedures that you don't do all the time. It's made things a lot easier so that, I can deal with different people's issues because they're not all cookie cutter. So, and I especially love when she does the hot seats and people bring up questions that maybe we hadn't thought about or said, oh yeah, I'm having problems with that. I really love those because then that puts like an extra layer to it because, again, I've been doing bookkeeping for years and, you get to a point where, bookkeeping is bookkeeping. After a while, it's like you've kind of learned it, but then somebody comes in and they'll ask a question or they'll have a different scenario and it's like, oh yeah, how do we fix that? How do we do that? So it's nice when you get that little extra piece so that you can continue your learning. I was just happy that it was what I hoped it would be. It was great training. She's got so much enthusiasm. And she also talks to you like a person and not like an accountant or, a bookkeeper. Sometimes people don't understand the language, but she just presents everything in a way that makes it so easy to understand. It was like, this is great. This is what I was looking for. I think it just makes for, to listen to her speak because, again, it's bookkeeping. You listen to somebody for an hour and a half and your eyes glaze over sometimes, but not with her because, she's so enthusiastic. She's got so much energy and that all comes through. There's never a dull moment listening to her. If you're doing a bookkeeping business or you're doing bookkeeping for your own business, run, don't walk. This is the place to go because it makes it seem so easy. Like, what was I afraid of? And it's great. And especially, if you're using QuickBooks, this is the place to go. And I use both desktop and online. So yeah, I would urge anyone that's on the fence, take the class, take a workshop because after the first one, you'll be hooked.